Hey everybody. In this walkthrough, I am going to cover V0 by Vercel. V0 by Vercel is one of my favorite AI component builders. So compared to Bolt or compared to Lovable, you can build out more structured and more comprehensive application. V0 is very good at building individual components for me, in my opinion. So I'm going to show you a little bit about my process in doing so. The first thing I do is head to ChatGPT and start meta prompting and talking with it about specific components I'm going to need for my application or website. So here I am making a website for 1v1 basketball where players can see their ranking, players can see profiles that come in, tournaments, and more. And I basically asked it what pages would I need and what UI components would I need. I am going to focus on the event page. And the event page is very simple. Here is an example. You have a search engine, you have filters. In this particular page, you have tabs, and this is for 3v3 basketball tournaments. And I want something similar. So I am going to focus on the event page and I'm going to tell V0, hey, create me an events page, but I'm going to be very specific about the components I want. Generally, I do give it a little bit of guidance. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to say build an events page. And take a look again. Here it says uh, maybe it should have calendar view, detailed information, registration details, a list of participating players. I don't think I want all that, but if we go down to the card, we have event name and date, location, registration button. So I'm going to create that. This should have a search bar with filters for country and year. The page should have a list of events. And the way I've used ChatGPT here, or my version of ChatGPT here, is to basically help me structure the application and structure my thoughts around the application in terms of pages, components, and logic. So I need a search bar. I want filters for country and year. I want a list of events, and I'm going to say on the events cards I want this, and I'm just going to copy and paste that. And I'm going to say also use static data for 20 events now. I might even say paginate after 10 events. So I am going to hit enter and see what it comes up with. So you can see it's providing the code. And typically I might use V0 just to explore what individual components might look like, almost as a design companion or thinking about a very small part of the logic. Typically I'm using Bolt or I'm using Lovable for applications. I'm actually using both and just exploring where both go and the features and comparing. I'm having a lot of fun though working with V0 for smaller components. So we're going to see what it comes up with shortly. you'll notice you can actually add designs from Figma. You can actually attach files and images. So this is interesting. I don't actually mind this. So I was going for something more like this, but I don't mind this. This is still cool. Maybe I would like an image similar to how we have an image here. We can see we have the basic country filter. So if we select France, you can see it filters France. If we select, let's say this is in 2024, 2025, so it doesn't show anything. So we want to update this if there are no applicable events for the filter. I'm going to say display that there. Excuse my spelling. We may also, I can say also add a nice image placeholder. So I can iteratively adapt this and improve this. Bear in mind, I am using a free plan, so I have limited adaptations that I can actually do. If I wanted to add more messages, I can upgrade the plan. For my particular use case, I should be okay and get something that I want in a couple messages. Again, I've structured this in a way that I know what I want. I could have taken a screenshot of this and given it to V0. And yeah, this is kind of what I want. Something like this is really easy to do in V0 and build in V0. As a no coder, I would typically use something like Softer for this, and basically is an easy way to build a directory. This application that I described is basically, or this page is an events directory. So both are very similar. I think in this case, it's a lot quicker for me to build it with V0 and build it with some of these code generators than it is with these no code applications. It's just about your technical ability. I can go in and manipulate the code myself, but that's my technical experience. If you don't have that technical experience at all, you might want to stick with a Softer or stick with a Flutter Flow or stick with a Bubble. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me on social media, and happy hacking.